I'm Pickle the Satyr. Do you know what a satyr is? It's a goat boy. Imagine your story at the Tulsa City County Library. Do you want to learn about swords? Me too.
Hello, my name is John Eppler. I am the director of Tattershall Tulsa, an affiliate of the Tattershall School of Defense. I've been studying historic European martial arts now for close to 30 years. I grew up with a mother who was a sport fencer, and she and my uncle taught me the basics of modern foil fencing when I was in my teens. I discovered medieval combat originally fighting with a medieval reenactment group with a global presence in 1989. I had originally been interested mostly in fencing with the Italian rapier, and we were allowed to grapple, disarm, and if necessary throw our opponent. Over the years we've expanded this group to fight in many venues, both in the reenactment community, the historic European martial arts tournaments, various reenactment venues. The main goal with the Tattershall School of Defense has been to be a viable presence for teaching in any venue that we end up fighting in. Our goal is to teach historical combat based on writings and documented historical sources. Most people, as they take up studying historic European martial arts, tend to begin with the longsword. This is a training longsword that was built specifically for the purpose of fighting with minimal protective gear for safety. It has a rolled tip, a blunt edge, and the blade is somewhat flexible. It's designed to allow a student to be able to fight with a steel weapon and gain some understanding of historic techniques. Most people who take up HEMA will start with the longsword. A common misconception people see in movies is you see a lot of people, they make all this effort to strike hard with a lot of power. And if we meet at cross swords, we strike and we cut, and you see a lot of stopping and then trying to move. The weapons were designed to be much more dynamic than this. I'm going to thrust past your head. We meet at cross swords. My goal is going to be to drive the point at my opponent instead of just staying there in that bind. The weapon's dynamic, it's very fluid. It doesn't have to be used as just a brute force crowbar. If Renee strikes at me again from above, I'm able to make deflections and strike. I don't have to rely on just trying to overpower a fairly strong opponent. We meet at cross, I can turn my opponent aside and strike with the pommel. Again, all these actions come from historical sources. We're going to meet at crossed swords. What I'm going to do is reach across and grab both blades with my left hand, and I'm going to separate her from the weapon, and I can drive my point. A lot of fighting with a longsword is done at what's called half sword. If I'm in armor, I'm not going to try to beat on my opponent. Armor works, so there's no sense in beating on plate. I'm going to look for opportunities to thrust into mail, like into the armpits, the elbow, up from below the plate armor. We meet at cross swords again here. What I'm looking for is an opportunity to gain leverage and throw her. Weapon can be used as a pole axe. I can strike, she's able to cover. Now, if I want to go ahead and continue the fight, I can pull down and I can drive pommel towards her face. Now, if I don't like her trying to pull me down like that, I can simply step in and give point. So this weapon is a very misunderstood, very dynamic weapon. It doesn't have to sit and just be used to hammer with the edge. It's a complete weapon. The pommel damages people, cross damages, point damages. It's got two edges. It's an exceedingly useful weapon. Imagine your story at the Tulsa City County Library. I'll see you at the King's Medieval Fair in Glenpool, Oklahoma.
Come to King's Medieval Fair. I'm Pickle. See you next time. Signing out.